Hey guys, Force Bear Studios here, back with more Spellweaver.
Sup?
There's been an update. Oh yeah, it's the birthday celebration.
Anniversary! Woo!
So there's going to be a birthday piñata released every day. So far there's 2 out because we're a day late, maybe a bit more when this video actually comes out. And so you can fight these bosses and win one of the 6 new cards from each of them. And we can go over the new cards. So, here they are. Just go in order. So, the new order card, Pegasus Regiment. It's an order level, generic level, and you can pay up to 6 mana, and you can summon a Pegasus for each 1 mana spent. So you can have, for 1 card, 6 1/1 flyers, which seems pretty good.
It's an action spell too, so I think Eleanor would probably be able to grab that back.
Assuming, you know, this converted mana cost is actually just 1 at the lowest, then you could Eleanor back and you could have an army of horses.
I would love to see that, honestly. I think that'd be really cool.
It would be a cool deck. The Wisdom card is Field Operative. Wisdom level, generic level. It's 2 mana, 2/2. And when it enters the field, you get to choose 1. So you search your deck for a card that can be attached to Field Operative, put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. So this is auras or implants. Or you can pay 1 to attach a card from your hand to Field Operative and draw a card. So for an extra mana, this could be like a Library Guards kind of deal, but you get the attachment for free. Like, still drawing the card. Big beefy threat. Seems pretty decent.
And she looks badass.
This can get sleep, too, with the top ability, which is more like a removal spell, which is interesting. So, seems like a really cool card. The nature, Centaur Illusionist. 3 mana, 1 nature level, 1 generic for a 3/3, which is pretty good. And when it enters the field, you may return a non-Centaur creature you own to your hand. If you do, the next creature you play this turn costs 2 less. So obviously this is to be utilizing enters the battlefield effects. For any, 2 mana creature, you can essentially just immediately replay it for free. This includes Mesmerizing Spirit, or like Cavalry Field Captain too, as another card that you could return. All in all, seems really interesting.
I also want to point out the hind right leg on the Centaur Illusionist. It just looks weird for some reason. To me. Does it not look weird? Behind the back right leg. Also, it seems to be missing genitalia. Although I'm not sure if it's supposed to be on the front. I mean, clearly there's nothing there. Or the horse part. I really don't know where the genitalia is supposed to be. And the leg is kind of really weird looking to me.
Why is that the first thing you went for?
What?
Moving on.
Moving on.
The Rage card. It's 2 mana, 2 levels, Rage in a generic for Molten Passageway. This card is the nuts.
The nuts.
So when it enters the field, you may put a creature card from the top 5 cards of your deck onto the field and the rest shuffled on the bottom of your deck. And when Molten Passageway leaves the field, you shuffle that creature back away. This kind of, prevents reanimation shenanigans. And at the end of your turn, you pay 1. If you can't, it gets destroyed. So this can just, play a Karthus or an Elgaron or a Bezrock right out of your deck in like a reanimation shell, and then it shuffles it back in afterwards, but really getting the effect is all you really want, and you can get 1 attack out of it. And, I mean, if they do kill the creature in the meanwhile, then you can just reanimate it. All in all, this card seems super nutty.
It's the nuts.
The Dominion card is Inherited Wealth. 2 mana, Dominion level and a generic level. And it starts with 5 energy, so you can pay 1 mana to play the next slave card in your deck using Inherited Wealth's energy to pay the mana cost. And then you shuffle your deck, so there's no way to, stack the cards. Not that there's too much in that for a Spellweaver at the moment anyway. Seems pretty good. I mean, they are slaves, so it's not like you can get a whole bunch of cheap threats out and you'd be able to attack with them without, the whole rebellion going on. Though, if you get the 0 mana one, you've just paid 1 mana for a 2/2. So it seems like it could be powerful. And it does have a built-in way to get rid of slaves by paying 2 and transforming an allied creature into a spoiled aristocrat. I don't know if this sets him up so another creature has to enter play after that to be able to attack, or if it's just a 3/1 at that point. But it seems pretty powerful. And you can only use the abilities outside of combat, so no like transforming your 1/1s into 3/1s during combat, things like that.
Seems interesting, actually.
It does.
I would love to see it.
I like that it's like, I have this mountain of gold. I can spend it to buy slaves, or I can just make people aristocrats by throwing money at them. Congratulations.
Spoiled aristocrats.
Well, I mean, all aristocrats are spoiled.
It's a little stretched, isn't it?
Nah. And Amon's Ritual.
This is the one I really want to see played, because to me it sounds great, but it could be a noob trap. I'm honest to God not sure.
So, 2 mana, 2 levels, 1 corruption, 1 generic, as all the other ones have been. And you can sacrifice any number of non-demon creatures. Search your deck for a demon card of that level or less, and put it onto the field. Shuffle your deck. So, the demons that you'd want are Succubus at 3, or Xeris at 3 too.
Demons!
But that's a lot of creatures to sack for those,
It
or
is.
Bezarok at 4.
Yeah.
Bezarok can potentially be worth it, but that's a lot of creatures.
It is.
Of course, we happen to have this card that produces a lot of creatures that you could potentially use in concert with it, which would be interesting.
But would require a lot of mana.
Yeah, like you're paying 4 mana to get 4 horses, and then you're paying 2 more mana to go get a Bezarok, or you could pay 5 mana for a Bezarok.
Yeah.
Of course, the levels do change. It's a lot faster to, pay 2 levels and a bunch of mana than 4 levels and a bunch of mana. So it might be playable. It might, be a noob trap, definitely. I'm not there's probably a broken interaction somewhere along the line.
Absolutely. I'd love to actually... This is why I said, I'd love to actually see it played first, and then maybe go from there. It's one of those things where I feel like you can't really gauge its strength without actually playing it in different types of decks at first.
Yeah, and Amon's going to be the big bad guy of the campaign that's coming out soon, too.
Ooh.
So he will probably get a card that I assume he's going to be a demon. So, it might be able to pull him out and he'll be powerful enough. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, those are the cards. And so I think we should challenge some birthday pinatas here. So I've built a deck. The good old Void Touch Cheese deck, which the AI doesn't know how to interact with Void Touch subordinate at all. If they can get 2 damage in, they'll throw one of their creatures at a Void Touch subordinate. Because they don't care if they have, 4 or 5 of these laying around until they die.
Dude, that's because they think it's OP. It's like,
Yeah.
I have creatures. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not like I'm losing the creature. So this deck contains no rares, so it's not that difficult to build up. And using the basic Darius from the starter deck. So 2 sleeps. Void Touches, obviously. 4 power discharge. Normally used to shock a creature, slow it down until we can find some other way to deal with it. 4 Ancient Wisdoms, because we're really trying to stick a bunch of these. 4 Force Fields, so we don't die. Because, the AI doesn't really plan around this either. They'll attack with a bunch of 2/2s if you have 2 Force Fields out. They don't care. 3 Plague Vermins. 4 Noxious Fumes. 4 Infernal Vultures. We can target them with the Decay 4, and then we can put our cards back in from the Void Touches so we don't mill out first. 4 Death Curse Shamans. 4 Mesmerizing Spirits. 4 Reanimates, because we kind of have a mill thing going on, so we can either get more of these back or get our Infernal Vultures. And a bunch of shrines, including the Althomic Laboratory, which allows us to maintain a force field. So yeah, let's see how it goes against the Pegasus Regiment. I don't know if we're fighting the Pegasus or if it's...
I like the Pegasus Brigade
Pegasus Brigade.
over Regiment.
Regiment.
I don't know. To me, Brigade sounds cooler.
It does.
Sounds more
It'd be a
badass.
parade.
Peace.
Done.
Good Plague Vermin. Ancient Wisdom, drawing cards. A lot of reanimates, which would be great if you... Ooh.
Oh, it's 1+. So you can have up to 5 Pegasus. So you've learned something.
Ah, there we go.
Bunch of Pegasus. Yeah.
Always gotta play the cards, see how they interact, because if it doesn't interact the way you think, it can be way worse. Or, I guess, way better as well than you thought.
We're gonna have to shoot one of these horses down.
And it's no longer a brigade.
Oh, never mind.
Wow. That's...
Horses for days.
That's nutty.
You'd really like a Void Touch right about now. Come on, Void Touch. Oh yeah, Void Touch.
That was pretty great, actually. Ooh, and a touch of light.
So...
Take them all down!
You know what? We'll take 2 beats.
Boo.
I mean, they're slowly going to turn into Void Touch, so...
Yeah.
We'll take a bit of damage here and there. Let's deal with the ranged guy, because he could be shenanigans later.
Well, always deal with ranged. Especially when the AI is playing Order, which has, like, Touch of Lights and other pump spells.
Try and get all the cards out of his hand. Didn't mill a Void Touch with our Void Touch. Yeah, nothing worth reanimating yet.
Yeah, not really.
Just draw a card.
Ooh, a baseborn recruits. They're not.
Baseborn.
I thought it was going to be a mono order for some reason. I really did. Turns out it's actually
Turns out it's not.
Order and Dominion. That was a pleasant surprise.
They're not attacking because we have these creatures in the way. So let's oh, it's gonna pass fire one.
Huh.
Okay. We'll take a card in our library. It's gonna deal with it for us. It's weird that we want them.
I know.
Like, please deal with our threats.
No, Void Touch.
And Void Touch. And of course he's gonna attack here. Oh.
Ooh.
I didn't know those were soldiers. Cool.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
That's interesting.
Every color's got a bit of soldiers going on now. I think.
Ah. So
I mean,
many beats.
they're not soldiers anymore.
No.
They were soldiers.
Yes. You know.
Oh, right. The -1/-1 counter thing. Oops. That actually kind of hurt us.
Oh, from the baseborn recruit, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, because when it...
Yeah.
We can't look at the card at the moment, but it's whatever creature it deals combat puts a -1/-1 counter on. And pumped, that was enough.
I actually forgot about the pumped part.
Yeah, pumped by the Lord.
And you forgot about the -1/-1 part.
I mean, we'll just reanimate them back. Look at that army that he's got going on over there.
Yeah, it's kind of weird looking at the board state. Like, if you're not paying attention to what creatures there are, if you just look at the board state, it looks like, well, this guy is for sure done. But realistically,
No.
looking at
That.
looking at their library, you're fine.
Be good.
Especially now.
Because, I mean, he's going to attack here.
Yep. Especially because you have. Oh,
He didn't attack.
didn't.
Oh, right. I guess he didn't quite have enough. No pacify.
No, wow.
Interesting. He's leaving the Void Touch alive.
Yay. I guess.
So we will get through 2 damage. We can take 2 damage. And that gets him basically dead.
Pretty close.
And not attacking again. I mean, whatever. They have 1 card. We've won.
Yeah.
We can claim victory.
Woo.
War
Wow.
fanfare. Just give it a minute.
I know, but wow.
Victory!
That would have been hilarious if you never got the prompt, though.
It's just like, oops.
Did we not read the patch notes and they changed something? That'd be hilarious.
Oh yeah, Pegasus Regiment closes out our copies. It's time to get that field operative.
Piñata.
That really doesn't have anything in our plan. There we go.
That's better. I was gonna say, how was it immediately your turn and then I realized, damn, the AI's fast!
A slave gladiator. Out of the AI, interesting.
Yeah, once again, they're playing dual aspects here. Wisdom Dominion, which is pretty cool.
Field operative.
That was quick.
Yeah, slave rebellion has been quelled.
Boo.
An ancient wisdom. There we go. Metabolic overcharger.
Boo.
Yeah,
May as well.
may as well. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that. Look at that. Think of all that value. Think instead we're going to go like this.
Yeah. Can't attack. Jerk.
Suck it.
It's almost kind of fun playing a casual game like this from time to
It
time.
is. Void touch. And let's draw some cards.
It's just different, you know?
Yeah. I'm picking it up. It's 5/6. Well, I mean,
That's
it was a 5/6.
That's a giant library guards. Jeez. Although I do quite like the implants, the way the implants work.
I mean, he does get some damage through.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
is a little unfortunate, but
Not a big deal.
definitely.
Because all of his big threats are kind of
Yeah, they're
becoming...
immediately defeated by our, by just becoming Void Touch. 0/3s that can't attack.
Oh, that sucks.
We'll just shock it.
Yeah, but that still sucks.
It does suck.
Bzz.
Bizzed. And Force Field. I mean, this does mean that slowly he's going to run out of Void Touches.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't we shock that?
Yeah, you did, actually.
And it just ignored that. Okay. Interesting.
If I was paying attention,
Yes.
yes, you definitely shocked it.
Or did we just deal 1 damage and I misclicked? I don't know.
No, I'm pretty sure you shocked it. Didn't I make the stupid bzz sound?
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure you shocked it.
Let's try that again. See if maybe we did.
You know what? No, I made the bzz sound. You definitely did 1 damage to it. That's what you did. That's what the bzz sound is. Oh, maybe we shouldn't play casual games. Maybe I should just take that back.
Got a bunch of Void Touches. Wow, we got another Void Touch. Good timing.
Very good timing. Like, excellent timing.
We're going to reanimate this Mesmerizing Spirit. Get that last card out of there. That Flash Freeze. We don't want it.
Nope. We don't want to take...
It is the unfortunate bit. Is that eventually he's going to run out of those. So, yeah.
Yep. Do it up.
He's only got 14 cards left.
Which really is not a big deal, because I'm sure you'll run into some of your reanimates, the last 2 that you have.
I mean, he's going to mill out. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
We're
it's
super
fine.
good. Look at that. None of his threats can even damage us. Oh, he's not going to mill out because that one died. Oh, or did he? Oh, no, he milled out. Victory!
Always looks so weird when there's no cards in the library.
So empty. And it sits there for a moment before it recognizes
Yeah.
it says, defeat.
Woo!
So those were pretty easy. I mean, void touch cheese. That's what the deck does, is it cheeses the AI. So that is 2 of the birthday celebrations. There are 4 more, 1 release per day coming up. And you still have the 8 days to take part in this. The other thing that's going on with the birthday celebration is currently, if you buy either gold or crystals, you'll get a code that you can send to another account that redeems the same amount. So this lets you, you know, buy things for yourself, give them someone else that's starting it out, if you can convince a friend to play the game. Or you can find someone else who you both buy the same things, and then you just give each other your codes, and you get double value.
Double value!
So yeah, that is Spellweaver, and we'll see you all next time.